Hello traders, happy Sunday and welcome to another trading video. So this last week was a very profitable week for our inner circle traders and also our community, our public community traders, right? So this week we had a total of just two trades. Like I always say on this channel, I prioritize quality over quantity. If I get to take, if I get to see my setup just once in a week, I am set for the whole week, right? But this week we had a very profitable week. We had a total of two trades, right? And those two trades ATP. Now that's the point of waiting for your setup to come to you and actually going for it when you see it in the market, right? So now I'm going to talk about the two positions that we took and how we came to the buyers, right? So now, for us to further understand the price action that is going on, to understand the directional bias in the market, right? You have to go to the 4 hour time frame, right? So we need to know who is in control, and obviously, from if you have basic knowledge of market structure, you can tell that buyers are basically in control in this price action so far. You can see a lot of highs being created, and no low has ever been taken out right up to this move, right? So we understand that buyers are in control of the price action, and the next thing we have to do is to only look for buys, right? We can't say we want to start selling in a bullish market trend. It is very unprofessional, right? And it is more or less like gambling. So now back to this first trade, right? How did we come across this first trade? Now, as you can see, this was a trade we had last week as well. It's also ATP. Now, my point is, you can see that this eye was taken out, right? After this eye was taken out, what did you see? We saw a little correction to the downside right here. We saw this little correction to the downside. Now, I have talked about the concept of order blocks a lot, and I cannot overemphasize the importance of knowing how to catch the right order blocks, right? So you can't see the order block clearly on this time frame. So I want us to go to the 15 minutes time frame so that we can spot this order block quite very well. So this is a very decent example of what other blocks and how powerful other blocks are, right? As you can see, we had this break of structure to the upside. This eye was taken out. This is a liquidity sweep to the upside because this equal low, this equal high was taken out, right? After this equal high was taken out, we came back down and took out this equal low as well. Which was the inducement in this time frame. You can see that this is inducement. This equal low liquidity right here also serves as the inducement. Now, after it was taken out, it tapped into this other block right here. And immediately I saw it that it tapped into this other block, I saw this rejection to the upside. Now, this is one of the most important things you should always look out. Candle patterns also matter when you are looking for when to enter the price, when to enter the market, right? So we are going to be talking about how to look out for the right candle patterns, not just market structure itself. You need to understand candle patterns, right? So immediately I saw this, I sent signal to the group, right? And it was a massive trade. It hit CP, in fact. So the second trade that we had last week as well. Now, as you can see, this was an impulsive move to just this price was inefficient here because you barely see it retrace into normally the two things that I feel like push price to the upside are basically fair value gaps or order blocks or breaker blocks, right? But in this price action here, you will barely see price retrace into a fair value gap, right? This is a fair value gap right here. Price was inefficient here, right? You can see fair value gap right here. So the normal thing is for you to wait for price to retrace it to the fair value gap and go upwards, but we barely saw that happen around all of these sites. So what the next thing I just waited for was for price to retrace into this open fair value gap here. Immediately I saw it, I sent the signal to the group. It was a very sharp trade. This was a one risk to four trade and it was a very decent one, right? Now the outlook for this new week, right, is I think I'm going to be looking forward to sales because all of these fair value gaps that are actually open right here have to be closed. They have to be filled, right? And as you can see, this is a change in what in character so far. This just shows that sellers are starting to tap into the market. So when I have a close right here, if I have a solid close right here, if price should do something like this, please hold on. if price should do something like this, right? Price should do something like this, right? If we should close with a solid sell candle, I would expect it to go down further this new week. So if you have not joined the inner circle, see these are the golden opportunity to gain access to the inner circle, because this coming week I'm going to be fully active. I'm going to be sending signals almost every single day when I see my setup, right? So you don't want to miss the opportunity to join the inner circle. Make sure you have funded your derivative account. Make sure you complete the IB change process. If you need any assistance with funding your account or changing your IB, please let us know. And let the support team know, right? So I'll see you in the next video, guys.